Summary of the Mental Toughness Handbook. A step-by-step guide to facing life's challenges, managing negative emotions, and overcoming adversity with courage and poise, by Damon Zahariades, written and narrated by Janky Mind. Introduction. The Mental Toughness Handbook is a comprehensive guide that provides a structured roadmap filled with proven strategies and timeless wisdom, empowering you to conquer life's adversities and obstacles. This journey involves honing mental discipline and nurturing resilience. Mental toughness encapsulates our responses to stress, emotional mastery, the exhibition of resilience, and unwavering perseverance in the face of life's trials. It is the remarkable ability to endure and maintain a positive outlook, even when confronted with the most formidable challenges. Consider the rigorous regimens endured by athletes, the perpetual hurdles faced by entrepreneurs and business leaders, the emotional regulation required by medical professionals when things go awry, and the high-stress environments navigated by first responders. Additionally, parents demonstrate daily acts of mental strength by guiding their children through traumas, uncertainties, and selfless sacrifices. It's essential to recognize that individuals can possess mental toughness in certain aspects of their lives while lacking it in others. True mental fortitude means being equipped to confidently handle any situation that arises, be it in relationships, the workplace, parenting, or any other domain of life. By cultivating resilience, you can find inner peace, allowing you to endure and conquer challenges. If you are searching for actionable steps to foster mental toughness and resilience in the face of life's myriad challenges, then continue to explore the insights this audiobook has to offer. Chapter 1: The 7 Habits of Mentally Resilient Individuals. In this opening chapter, we delve into the realm of mental toughness and reveal that, much like athletes, entrepreneurs, and first responders, it is a quality that can be nurtured and honed through practice. Just as musicians can transform the most complex melodies into second nature through persistent practice, individuals who exhibit unwavering determination, resilience, and a positive outlook in all aspects of life tend to share 7 fundamental qualities or habits of mental toughness, qualities that anyone can cultivate. First and foremost, they possess the ability to acknowledge the limitations of their influence over matters beyond their control. This means they refrain from fixating on unsolvable issues, freeing themselves from the grip of anxiety and uncertainty. Instead, they channel their energies toward areas where they can genuinely make a difference. Furthermore, mentally tough individuals display remarkable flexibility when confronted with unexpected surprises. Rather than succumbing to inertia in the face of change, they adapt their plans. They are adept at mental agility, ready to tackle life's curveballs, whether it's navigating through sudden traffic jams or dealing with canceled flights. The third habit of mental toughness revolves around robust self-awareness, which fuels their confidence. By possessing a clear understanding of their strengths and weaknesses, they gain greater control over their emotions, effectively manage stress, and maintain their resilience. The fourth habit involves a refusal to be deterred by uncertainty. They acknowledge that plans may falter, and goals may elude them, yet they take action nevertheless. It's this willingness, forged through challenging experiences, that propels them forward, rather than causing them to shy away from adversity. For those dedicated to cultivating resilience, disappointments are seen not as setbacks but as opportunities. They view failures as indicators of what needs improvement and act accordingly. This mindset constitutes the 5th habit, allowing them to rebound more swiftly and effectively while enduring less suffering along the way. The 6th habit centers on mastering negative emotions like anger and frustration, not allowing them to escalate and take control. Instead, they feel these emotions as they arise but maintain the upper hand by developing emotional intelligence and self-regulation. The 7th and final habit of resilient and mentally tough individuals is their propensity to let practical optimism shape their attitude. They place their focus on hope rather than dwelling in despair. This cautious optimism enables them to spot opportunities amid adversity, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. It's important to emphasize that mental toughness is not an inherent trait. No one is born tough. The encouraging news is that we can build mental fortitude by incorporating these 7 habits into our lives. This process empowers us to enhance outcomes when faced with unforeseen challenges while developing the grit and determination needed to perform under pressure. Consider, for instance, a startup founder who, when confronted with a product launch gone awry, adapts plans to enhance the product rather than engaging in self-criticism or blame-shifting. Or envision a high-performing athlete who disengages from uncontrollable sports scandals, thereby sharpening her mental focus and gaining a potent competitive edge. Even a laid-off worker who views unemployment as an opportunity to acquire or refine skills will spend less time overwhelmed and self-critical. Practicing these 7 habits can prove transformative when unexpected adversity strikes. Yet, what happens when mental toughness is absent from the equation? That is a question we will explore in the following chapters. Chapter 2: Identifying the Adversaries of Mental Toughness. In addition to embracing the 7 habits of mental toughness, an integral part of its development lies in confronting and overcoming the habits that undermine it. Understanding these adversaries is paramount to victory in this battle. The first formidable foe of resilience and mental toughness is self-pity, a draining emotion that diverts precious energy towards dwelling on problems. In tandem with self-pity, self-doubt emerges as another adversary, sowing seeds of inaction and diverting attention away from the enhancement of resilience. A severe inner critic, relentlessly harping on perceived flaws and eroding confidence, stands as a formidable enemy of mental toughness. The imperative task here is to silence this nagging voice, for it serves only to impede progress. Fear, too, plays a pivotal role in distorting reality, casting everything as an impending catastrophe. It chips away at the very resolve needed most when confronting challenges. The subtle encroachment of laziness makes it arduous to summon the inner strength required to push through adversity, gradually permeating one's dedication and perseverance. To cultivate mental resilience across all facets of life, it is imperative to guard against these early lapses in commitment and determination that have the potential to multiply and culminate in failure. Perfectionism, a trait that demands flawlessness and deems anything less as unacceptable, acts as yet another adversary to action. This perfectionist pursuit often stifles progress, as the unattainable quest for perfection ultimately leads to failure. Losing control over emotions such as anger and sadness can drown an individual in a sea of negativity. The ability to regulate and maintain these emotions through positive reinforcement and habits is crucial to prevent them from magnifying obstacles beyond their actual magnitude. Additionally, self-limiting beliefs spotlight an individual's presumed personal shortcomings, eroding confidence in their abilities. It is paramount to challenge and counter these negative beliefs and self-talk as they arise to prevent their perpetuation and the subsequent reinforcement of negativity. The battle against these adversaries necessitates introspection, patience, and the consistent application of new strategies. Yet, the rewards that await are priceless, an augmentation of one's mental fortitude. To illustrate the operations of these adversaries, consider an aspiring musician plagued by her inner critic, which undermines her motivation to practice and improve, ultimately leading her to abandon her instrument. Self-pity can ensnare a struggling entrepreneur, causing them to fixate on sluggish business instead of seeking innovative ways to revitalize it. A perfectionist writer may delay submitting their work, paralyzed by the notion that it must be flawless, thus jeopardizing their promising career. Similarly, a fearful public speaker may catastrophize the likelihood of embarrassment, inadvertently fulfilling their own prophecy. Laziness may trap a student in procrastination, preventing them from tackling challenging subjects, resulting in delayed graduation or even dropping out. However, by recognizing and acknowledging these attacks by our inner adversaries, it is possible to mount a defense and transform every enemy of resilience into a practice that fortifies your mental toughness. Chapter 3: The Foundation of Mental Toughness, Resilience. This chapter invites us to discern the fine distinction between resilience and mental toughness, two terms often used interchangeably. Resilience, we learn, entails the ability to rebound from adversity and adapt to changing circumstances, while mental toughness centers on maintaining a positive mindset, unwaveringly. In practical terms, a resilient individual might navigate through traffic jams with a certain level of composure, albeit begrudgingly. Conversely, a mentally tough person views such situations as welcome opportunities to indulge in an audiobook, exemplifying their unwavering positive outlook. Within the realm of building mental toughness, the mastery of emotions in the face of adversity emerges as an absolutely critical component. Emotional intelligence plays a pivotal role in enabling individuals to perform effectively despite the most severe stresses and setbacks. Self-awareness, a key aspect of emotional intelligence, empowers one to recognize their feelings, providing the capacity to control fear and stress and respond with purpose. To conquer one's emotions, a deep understanding of oneself, including one's thoughts and values, is indispensable. Empathy also serves as a building block for resilience, as it enables individuals to envision the circumstances of others. This empathetic perspective offers insights into handling adversity by understanding what others are going through. Emotional control, rather than repressing emotions, involves acknowledging them, allowing individuals to assess whether their emotional responses align with the situation. Several tactics can be employed to master emotions, including deep reflection and meditation. It's essential to recognize that no emotion is inherently wrong, but emotions alone cannot guide rational decisions regarding the next course of action. Simultaneously, addressing one's inner critic is imperative, as it empowers individuals to take action in the face of uncertainty and fosters patience with oneself. For instance, an athlete may employ empathy to understand a teammate's frustration without becoming entangled in it, thus avoiding potential game-altering disruptions. A teacher might engage in meditation to keenly observe students' emotions without judgment, leading to insights on how to effectively manage outbursts or disruptions. By exerting emotional control, individuals can channel emotions such as anger into focus, determination, or drive. Anxiety can be transformed into a catalyst for research, knowledge acquisition, and preparation. Setbacks, when viewed through a clear emotional lens, have the potential to ignite personal growth, unburdened by the haze of negative emotions. The chapter also highlights the detrimental nature of catastrophic thinking, which fixates on worst-case scenarios and hinders agile adaptation to various circumstances. By reframing setbacks as challenges and embracing the potential for failure, individuals can extract valuable feedback for improvement rather than concealing their failures in shame. This shift in perspective empowers individuals to respond to failures and mistakes with purpose, devoid of shame. The ensuing confidence significantly reduces anxiety regarding problems. Resilience assists in recovering from difficulties, while mental toughness maintains an upbeat mindset. Transforming one's relationship with failure fosters the fortitude required to transform challenges into opportunities. Mastering emotions, we learn, demands a harmonious blend of resilience to bounce back and mental toughness to unearth the silver lining in any downturn. Armed with both traits, individuals can perform admirably under pressure and thrive in the face of adversity. Chapter 4: Taming the Inner Critic. This chapter delves into the insidious presence of the inner critic, whose whispered doubts have the power to paralyze action, rendering mental toughness an elusive aspiration and resilience a distant hope. Here, we learn that mastering the art of silencing this inner voice is pivotal for the cultivation of mental toughness. Unchecked, the inner critic manifests in various telltale signs, including catastrophic thinking, subjecting oneself to internal guilt trips, magnifying failures while downplaying successes, imposing unreasonably high performance standards, and painting a bleak picture of the future. To counter the inner critic, it is essential to subject negative thoughts to rigorous scrutiny when they arise and seek out a more rational response to the criticisms they contain. Particular attention must be paid to combating overgeneralizations, resisting the notion that everything is inherently negative or a complete disaster. Virtually any situation, we are reminded, harbors an upside. One practical exercise to identify and confront the inner critic involves periodically listing 10 instances of inner negativity from the past week. In other words, reflect upon situations in which you harbored negative thoughts about yourself or your circumstances and document these thoughts. Once compiled, allocate a few moments to craft reasoned responses that challenge each negative thought. It can be helpful to ponder what advice you would offer a friend grappling with similar negative thoughts, as often we are more compassionate and positive toward others than toward ourselves. Consistently practicing this exercise can train the mind to recognize and automatically counter the dubious claims of the inner critic, potentially transforming it into an inner coach or counselor. For instance, if your inner critic asserts, "You'll never secure that promotion," a suitable counter-response might be, "If I consistently work hard and surpass my monthly targets, I have a solid chance." The crux lies in learning to identify the subtle undermining of your confidence by the inner critic. Once detected, you can effectively silence this voice, enabling the maintenance of the mental toughness required to tune out the detractors and naysayers. Chapter 5, Mental Toughness Training, inspired by the Navy SEALs. In this chapter, we delve into the world of Navy SEALs, individuals who must regularly practice mental toughness in the most perilous environments, undertaking the riskiest missions with creativity and resilience. Their training offers a wealth of transferable lessons for developing mental toughness, particularly in the art of mastering fear. Remarkably, SEAL training places a more significant emphasis on bolstering psychological fitness than physical fitness, demonstrating the power of the mind in extreme circumstances. Despite the harrowing situations they face, SEALs experience fear just like anyone else. However, they acquire tactics to regulate these emotions and maintain control, enabling them to execute missions effectively even in the midst of fear. Some of the specific training techniques employed by SEALs can be applied by anyone in their everyday lives. For instance, using positive self-talk is a tool that helps individuals remain calm under stress, akin to how SEALs employ it during underwater equipment failure drills. SEALs understand that panicking only exacerbates the situation, so they regularly practice confronting these challenges to alleviate fear. Furthermore, SEALs continue to refine their skills even after mastering them, recognizing the need to maintain their psychological edge in personal life as well. This commitment to ongoing practice has a profound impact on their success and can be harnessed by others. For instance, authors can continue to write daily between books to stay sharp, and dancers rehearse between shows to keep their choreography fresh and their stamina high. One of the key takeaways from SEAL training is the practice of breaking down formidable goals into smaller, manageable milestones to achieve small motivational wins. This strategy prevents overwhelming feelings by breaking intimidating projects into bite-sized daily tasks. Visualizing the successful completion of a challenging task, as if it has already happened, is another technique employed by SEALs. When you mentally picture delivering a flawless presentation, for instance, it becomes more likely to happen. Anticipating potential problems with any plan is a valuable approach to diminish worry. For a speech, imagine how you would respond to equipment failure, forgotten notes, or tough questions. SEAL training underscores the notion that formidable mental strength can be nurtured through continuous practice. The methods they employ can be appropriated by anyone to effectively manage emotions, silence inner critics that undermine confidence, and perform under pressure. Consider a manager who practices positive self-talk to maintain analytical thinking when faced with chaotic and stressful conditions at work. A musician might use visualization techniques to enhance their performance when anxiety strikes. A planner could anticipate contingencies like adverse weather or distracted attendees that might jeopardize an event and devise contingency plans to minimize worry. All of them can benefit from breaking down substantial work projects into smaller daily goals, creating a sense of progress. The key lesson is that developing an unyielding mentality requires training that goes beyond physical conditioning. By borrowing from the mental conditioning techniques of the SEALs, we too can learn to expertly manage our emotions, dismiss our inner critics, and adapt when faced with challenging times. Summary: mental toughness transcends mere determination and grit when it comes to conquering life's challenges. It represents the skillful ability to sustain a positive attitude amidst adversity, enabling one to seize opportunities rather than dwell on failures. Achieving this involves mastering emotions, countering negative self-talk, and confronting detrimental habits such as laziness and procrastination through consistent daily practice. Drawing inspiration from individuals renowned for their mental toughness, such as Navy SEALs, we see that practice is often the linchpin. These individuals rely on tried-and-true techniques like visualization and positive affirmations to surmount negativity, ultimately uncovering the hidden opportunities within adversity and challenges. This audiobook summary was brought to you by Janky Mind. We hope you enjoyed it.